Hey guys, and welcome back to another next gen video. In today's video, we are going to be discussing some more leaks in GTA 6. Make sure to stick towards the end to learn about a secret blogger and his announcement that has shocked the world. Enjoy the video.
So we got a ton of really awesome information to discuss today, so if you like staying updated on the latest news surrounding the GTA series, make sure to let me know by dropping a like rating on this video, as well as subscribe down below for more daily videos just like this. So as we all know, quite possibly the most hyped up and anticipated video game at the moment is of course GTA 6. Now the GTA series has always been one of the biggest video game series in history that people look forward to and always shaped the future of video games for the next 10 to 15 years, and GTA 6 is likely going to be no different. Now we're in a bit of a different situation here with GTA 5 because, as we know, all of the previous GTA games before GTA 5 were mainly single player only with a small online experience in a couple of the newer ones. However, as we know with GTA 5, it was originally supposed to be the same situation, but as we know now, the whole future of GTA 5 has really been transformed into an online game, and even Rockstar Games themselves did say on multiple occasions they never expected GTA 5 Online to become what it is today, so it definitely was unexpected and it will influence the future of the GTA series quite a bit. For example, there's been countless rumors out there of GTA 6 being an online-only game with no story mode, and if we take a look at the new remastered version of GTA 5 that is going to be launching on the PS5 and Xbox Series X later next year, Rockstar is going to be selling an online-only version of GTA 5 for those consoles, which is a first and has never been done before. Now in terms of release timeline, this is again something that is very difficult to estimate at the moment, but the best thing we can do is take a look at what Rockstar has in their pipeline currently, both officially stated by them and also what we have learned from insider sources in the community. Now earlier this year, Rockstar Games CEO Strauss Zelnick did give us a little bit of an outlook of what Rockstar is working on as a company behind the scenes. Rockstar Games CEO Strauss Zelnick did say that they are currently working on 2 sequels to 2 of their popular video game series. If I had to guess, one is likely the GTA series, and another one could be something else. It could be the Bully series, or maybe another series that we have not heard about in a while. And then he also said that they are also releasing a brand new IP on top of that. Now he didn't provide any type of insight into the release timelines of any of these projects, and for what we all know, these could be just planned projects, and as we all know, in the video game industry, it is very likely for projects to be paused, cancelled, resumed, delayed, and all that stuff, so it's definitely unpredictable, but it is good to see that Rockstar has a ton on their plate, and it also puts things a little bit into perspective about how we can estimate when we can expect the next GTA game. So as we all know now, we of course have GTA 5 Online on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and PC, and Rockstar Games is currently working on a brand new version of GTA 5 Online that is going to be launching first on the PlayStation 5 in early 2021, and then also expanding into Xbox Series X and PC later in next year. And on top of that, this new version of GTA 5 is likely going to contain a ton of new features, and this is going to include the major map expansion that Rockstar is going to be launching into GTA 5 just next month. So it's pretty safe to say that 2021 is going to be a packed year in terms of new GTA 5 Online content. You have the new version of GTA 5 launching in early 2021, followed by Xbox Series X, and then also PC later in the year, so there's definitely a lot of work for Rockstar to do, not only with this new version of GTA 5, but also the map expansion, which is going to allow a ton of new DLC content to be released on top of it. So I do believe that Rockstar is holding on to GTA 5 for the long haul, and while they are working on GTA 6 internally, I do not think the project is far along based on what we have heard so far.
Back in 2018, Dan Houser, who at the time was one of the co-founders of Rockstar Games, said something very interesting about Grand Theft Auto 6. So on October 24, 2018, right before the release of Red Dead Redemption 2, Dan Houser did an interview with GQ magazine. not only talking about Red Dead Redemption 2, but also life inside Rockstar and how the games are created. So according to GQ, Dan Houser is thankful he's not releasing Grand Theft Auto 6 in the age of Trump. It's really unclear what we would do with it, let alone how upset people would get with whatever we did, says the co-founder of Rockstar Games. Both intense liberal progression and intense conservatism are both very militant and very angry. It is scary, but it's also strange, and yet both of them seem occasionally to veer towards the absurd. It's hard to satirize for those reasons. Some of the stuff you see is straightforwardly beyond satire. It would be out of date within 2 minutes. Everything is changing so fast. So that was Dan Houser's quote in 2018, right before the release of Red Dead Redemption 2, on why he's very happy that GTA 6 is not releasing right now. And essentially the reason he said that is because the politics of America, which is what Grand Theft Auto is based off of, a parody of America, is so insane right now. It's scary, it's strange, it's veering towards the absurd, that they wouldn't even know what to do in terms of how they could make a proper parody of America. And that's why he said at the time he was thankful that their next game was Red Dead Redemption 2, which was taking place in a period in the past where they already knew things that had occurred. Because it's more than likely that GTA 6 would take place in the present day, just like the last 2 Grand Theft Auto games have taken place in, GTA 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, do I really believe that Rockstar is going to alter their business plans just because one person is elected over another? The answer is, I don't really know. Keep in mind that both Rockstar and their parent company Take-Two Interactive deal in the business of billions, and I can only imagine that they are connected to the politics that happen not only throughout the world, but especially in the United States, not only with the business decisions that they make, but also potentially some of the things they do inside of their video games, which could be directly related to the business decisions that they make, ultimately with announcements, release dates, etc. And 2020 has certainly been a very volatile year when it comes to not only the pandemic that everyone worldwide has been dealing with, but also a ton of other issues that, have been going on every single day. So there's been a handful of things that Rockstar have had to balance, not only in the real world sense, but in the video game sense. So that's why today could be a very interesting day, again, if you want to take this quote for face value, that Dan Houser doesn't want to release GTA 6 in the age of the current US presidency. Now, again, he could have just been being sarcastic a bit. He could have been pretty serious. Now, at the same time, we don't even know if this is going to matter because remember back in February 2020, Dan Houser announced that he was leaving Rockstar and that he ultimately left back in March. So he said all of those quotes, but now he's actually gone. So if he was the one who thought all of this, it doesn't matter anymore because he's no longer at the company. Unless, of course, what he thought was what everyone thought, including his brother Sam Houser, and they're still going with it. So just keep that in mind, that the results of whatever happens today here in the United States and whatever occurs over the next couple of weeks, at the time, the current Rockstar Games co-founder said this would have an impact on when he would release the next Grand Theft Auto title. Remember back in March, earlier in the year, around February, there was a lot of rumors and reports about GTA 6 being announced on certain dates, and it was all coming from this Scottish leaker on the GTA forum site. Well, long story short, those days came and went, so a lot of people thought that he was just full of it, that his claims were not real, because Rockstar obviously didn't talk about anything. Others said you have to give him the benefit of the doubt, there's the pandemic, Rockstar's plans might have ultimately changed. Well, this user has returned with yet again another cryptic set of clues. So obviously take this with a huge grain of salt, but this has sent the internet crazy. You've got sites like Reddit, the GTA forum site, Twitter, they're all talking about the post that this one individual ended up making. So this cryptic leaker who is making his posts on the GTA 6 speculation and discussion topic on the Grand Theft Auto forum site ended up posting 2 mysterious videos on his own personal YouTube channel, one called Storm is Coming, and then in parentheses, Fountain Bridge, which I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. It's 18 seconds long. I don't want to dive into trying to figure out what it could possibly mean. And then the other day, uploading another video called Revolution is No Solution. And at the very end, the most interesting part about it is that there's a date given, 26th October Scottish time, with the saying, we just need to open our eyes. So we're going to have to keep just an eye out for that. I have like a 0.0001% chance that something happens on that date, but I still think it's interesting enough to actually follow and to see, like, you know, is something going to be announced? That would be super cool. So again, you guys can choose to believe this individual if you want. He's obviously generated a lot of discussion, but yes, it looks like now there is a new date on the horizon for when we can expect something regarding GTA 6. If this turns out to be real, who knows? But I think this is something interesting to follow for sure. Now, the last thing we'll be discussing in this video today, do you guys remember a couple of months ago, there was a music group called Vector Hold, and they ended up putting out this tweet: GTA 6 will most likely take place in Vice City. Music rights clearing people have been hitting up synthwave artists for a radio station. And music licensing would probably be one of the last couple of things that Rockstar would end up tackling. So needless to say, this tweet generated a lot of response. You know, how far along is Rockstar into development? Oh my God, the game is going to take place in Vice City. That's super cool. Well, it looks like this individual's account on Twitter has been suspended. Now, we don't know why. Some people are believing that Rockstar ended up, you know, removing his Twitter because of, you know, the original tweet that he said. Others have reported that this could have been for another potential violation. He is a, you know, an artist, a DJ. So maybe there was some like DMCA claim or copyright claim that happened on his Twitter. So I don't want to jump into too much speculation here, but it is interesting that the guy that ended up putting out a tweet that was so confident about this is what GTA 6 is going to be because this is what Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive are doing, it is interesting to see that that individual has had their account completely suspended.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more GTA action, leaks, and rumors. See you in the next video.